Well, if you want to go out and do something in the snow, tonight's probably the best night of the next several because it's going to be really cold.
Yeah, I want to know who turned the weather dial too far and kept it there, Blake. What is going on?
I blame that 60-degree day we had 2 weeks ago. Old Man Winter saw that and said, no. We're going to get back into a real winter pattern. And it has been that case really over the past week. And we still have several more days of snowfall and then some really cold air, even for our standards, settling in by the end of the week. 13 weather ball is blinking blue. Cooler temperatures in view. I'm going to replace that word. We're just going to call it frigid temperatures are going to be in view. And yeah, snow's still ongoing right now, and it will continue to be in sight tonight through tomorrow. 13 weather ball brought to you by LaFontaine Ford of Grand Rapids. Muskegon County, Ottawa County, Oceana County, that general area picked up anywhere between 8 to 12 plus inches of snow last night into this morning alone. And it is still currently snowing here at this 5 o'clock hour, 25 degrees the number. And yeah, visibility taking a big hit out of our tower camera in Walker. Just an hour ago, you could see clearly out of this view, and yeah, now visibility less than a mile. We have seen snow flare up over the past hour and a half. This is getting a boost off of Lake Michigan via a westerly wind. And when you take a look at radar here, these darker shades of blue indicating some locally heavy snowfall. So really be mindful if you plan on being out and about this evening. Of course, travel's been tricky for several days now, but we'll have varying visibility and road conditions with these swaths of snow coming through. This was the first cold front that came through earlier today. That brought in the snow last night into this morning. Now our focus is this secondary cold front. It's a ripple in the jet stream, and you can see a associated swath of snowfall with this cold front, and that's going to swing into West Michigan later this evening. So we'll carry on lake effect snow in some capacity throughout the evening hours, but by the end of this evening, 10, 11 o'clock towards midnight, that's when that cold front to our west swings through. And I do think there's going to be some localized heavy bands of snowfall somewhere between I-96 and I-94. Model guidance has been very consistent that this general area will see some heavy snowfall for a few hours later this evening into a chunk of tonight. That will be out of here by daybreak tomorrow. And then we replace that with additional lake effect snow throughout our Thursday. I'm just going to run out the snow totals through tomorrow morning. A broad brush 1 to 3 inches expected here in West Michigan. But again, right between I-96 and I-94, see these darker shades of blue? That's indicating we could easily see amounts in excess of 4, 5 inches of snow by the end of tonight. And that is going to be situated somewhere between I-96 and I-94. On top of it, even if you don't see much more in the way of accumulation through tonight, the wind really picks up behind that cold front. We're going to see wind gusts anywhere between 30 to 40 miles per hour by the end of tonight, stretching through our Thursday and even into the first half of our Friday. Now, temperatures are in the 20s right now. We'll fall into the 10s by the end of the night, and there's really no improvement for our Thursday, upper 10s to around 20 degrees at best. And the cold air really settles in Friday into Saturday, and the National Weather Service has gone ahead and issued an extreme cold watch all across West Michigan because of the combination of frigid air and still some gusty winds Friday into Saturday. Thursday evening, we're in the 10s, but look what happens as Friday morning goes on. This is Friday at midnight. You can see that Arctic air really spilling in from the north. And by daybreak Friday, this is the actual air temperature, falling below zero, and we will not climb back above zero throughout the rest of Friday afternoon and Friday evening. And there is the potential Friday night and the Saturday morning. Look at some of these numbers away from the lakeshore. We could be falling well below zero, on the order of 15 to 25 below zero, the actual air temperature. That does not include the wind chill, and it will be blustery a fair chunk of Friday, and we'll still hold on to some wind Friday night into Saturday. Look what happens. Wind chill values will be anywhere between 10 to 30 below zero and will remain below zero, what it actually feels like on exposed skin, the wind chill, all the way through Friday night, Saturday, and even into Sunday. That is some truly cold air, even for our standards across West Michigan. Temperatures tonight falling into the 10s, maybe some single digits up near US 10. Lake effect snow will continue this evening into tonight. It is locally heavy at times. It is coming down at quite a clip here on the weather deck. And then we'll see in this area, I-96 to I-94, a swath of heavy snow later this evening into the early overnight hours. 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. There is a lot to talk about. We have the snow through tomorrow, the wind that picks up, and then the truly cold air that settles in Friday into Saturday. Of course, everything in red is our 13 weather impact alert. Juliet and Elena, if you want to call it a heat wave early next week, we'll get back near 20 next Tuesday and Wednesday. It is really coming down out here on the weather deck. Yeah. Be mindful if you plan on being in the roads, because they're going to be tricky the rest of this evening through tonight, like it has been really since last Friday.
We will.
Fantastic.